And Buenos Dias, everybody. Happy Saturday, September 25th, 2021. It's currently, 79 degrees here with partly sunny skies, 87% humidity. It's going to be 91 today and more of the same. It's probably just a little bit overcast. There's a slight possibility of a thunderstorm around 4. So, yeah, it's Merida, Mexico. So, yeah, let's see. Get to the news. Mexican pesos closed out at 20.05 pesos per US dollar on Friday. So it's a little bit down. It was up to like 20.2. Let's see. There's a German athlete called Jonas Diekmann, known as the real Forrest Gump, for his love of running and long distances, and has been touring Mexico since June 10th. And he's going to visit the Yucatan capital here in Merida on his route. His journey began in Tijuana and hopes to conclude in Cancun. So this Sunday, tomorrow, he hopes to reach Merida. He shared through his social media post where he's documenting his trip. So day 363, final countdown to Cancun. After a great night in Campeche, I ran down the great highway to Merida. It is still flat and straight, but only 11 marathons left. It's time to go all out for the last push. Now approaching Merida, where I will arrive on Sunday. So yeah, Jonas seeks to break the record by cycling, swimming, and running around the world. He declared publicly that in September of last year, he left Germany, and in the Mediterranean, he swam almost 500 kilometers. He crossed Europe and Asia by bike and is now on part of running 120 marathons in 120 days. So yeah, good for him. And here's the old adage where the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. In Merida, given the growth of the urban area here in the city, they've now said it's time to start looking about making vertical buildings, multi-level skyscrapers. The president of the National Chamber of the Housing and Promotion said the urban area should not continue to grow at the rate it is doing. We just can't sustain it. But we must move forward vertically to ensure that services can continue to be available for the residents, he's added. As we've documented in Merida, there's disorderly urban growth with subdivisions that are actually mini cities outside of the city proper. And so, and actually I forgot to do this. You can't even see me. Good morning, everybody. I forgot to take that down. But yeah, they're talking about it's and good morning, Greg. And my goodness, I've failed at my duties. Good morning, Swamp Picker Glenn and Record Crate Adam and Greg Esser. Good morning, Greg. So yeah, it's without adequate infrastructure, just can't sustain the outward growth. They have little mini cities that are popping up, like in the far north, where they built the different subdivisions of gated communities. They can't sustain that growth. So they're saying, they're going to have to start thinking about building buildings taller up, higher up, and go that way. But then they also said, that they're building the new airport for Merida, and they haven't decided what to do with the old airport after they relocate. And one person said, well, hey, let's develop it and make homes there. And so, yeah, they're thinking about building a whole subdivision at the airport. I said, well, wait a minute, why don't you do that? And then there's other things saying, well, why don't you make parks and things like that? So yeah, it's kind of the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. So hopefully they get that straightened out. So, yeah, good morning, Barbara. Good to see you. And on, there's Other news in Mexico, but not really good and happy news. Just economic striations and one article says COVID cases going down, another article says it's going up, and who knows? So I just avoid all that. But in other news, there was this a Florida teenager recently made a spectacular find on an ocean dive. He found a rare gold coin believed to be from the 1715 Spanish treasure fleet. Nick Emilio, 17, of Vero Beach, Florida, was treasure salvaging near Corrigan's shipwreck in early August when he made the discovery. He said he posted on his social media, said, "I've made a find of a lifetime while out treasure hunting. After finding small pieces of gold flower chain from the shipwreck, I managed to find this beautiful Mexico City gold 2 escudo. It's a coin about the size of a 50-cent piece, but all solid gold." And he wrote in a Facebook post with a picture of the find, "Incredibly grateful to be part of this crew this year." So yeah, good for him. So, U.S. news with Congress, the government debt ceiling. Now, they had a bill passed in the Senate, or not in the Senate, the House, that raises the debt limit so we can meet our funding and payment needs. Now it goes to the Senate, whereas the Senate Republicans are saying that they will not pass it and allow the U.S. to default and shut down the government. Now, there have been articles showing that this would affect Social Security recipients and SSDI recipients. And I just wanted to let you know, my understanding of the law and how it's structured is that the Social Security Fund is a separate entity and is not affected by the debt ceiling. And so therefore, payments will still continue to go out and it's funded. Now, the only way this could affect recipients is that if you receive a paper check in the mail, and if the government does shut down, and they do not include Social Security workers as essential workers, then your check may be delayed being mailed out. So there is that. And let's see, not news, but it is news. It's these for people out here in Merida. Yesterday, I went to the immigration office to see about renewing my visa, my tourist visa, without having to leave the country. Now, they do have some programs, and I went in, signed in, and asked them. And the lady was very helpful. She spoke through her English and my Espanol. She communicated that if I had entered Mexico twice, at least twice, the stamp in my passport book, they could renew it then. I came into Mexico on my old passport from 10 years ago, and they had no record on their system with me coming in from that old passport. So they said they could not. If I did have some type of proof showing I came in before, they could do it. So she was trying to help me out, and I just didn't have any paperwork that I could prove that, because that was almost 10, 12 years ago since last time I came in. So they could not do that. So yeah, if you are here on a tourist visa, you have entry from before in your passport that you came into Mexico, you can go to the immigration office and renew your visa from there. Now, the other question I have for immigration was applying for temporary residency while I'm here in Mexico, and if that was possible. Usually, you had to apply at a Mexican consulate from your country you're at or somewhere else. And then once you come in, you apply there, you can do all the interviews and stuff, and then you fly into Mexico within 30 days. report to the immigration office, and you get your temporary residency card up to 4 years. Now, they do have a program. It is brand new, so most people don't know about it. And the way the system works here in Mexico is if you have to know exactly what to do. And a lay person, a tourist coming in, going to the immigration office, you're not going to be able to do it on your own. You do sort of have to hire an attorney to just know how to, what buttons to push and what wheels to grease, if you know what I mean, to get the ball rolling. And it can be done. Now, I got a quote from one attorney that was, it was a reasonable amount of money. But with that and the added fees for the application fees and whatnot, and overstaying your visa, because the program was set up to where your visa had to be expired or just expiring, and to avoid flying out of the country, flying back, possibly bringing in a virus with you, they had this program set up. So again, not too many people knew about it in the immigration office. So the fees were almost upwards of about $2,000 total. So I looked into it and found that I could fly from Merida nonstop to Oakland, California. I think it was like $150, $170, something like that. Stay in Oakland for a couple of days, fly back. Total of $500 total for the 3-day trip. And I thought, I could do that cheaper. Because when you do apply from outside of the country, do all the application process and do all that, all you got to do is just show up to immigration and report it, and it's done. So that is my plan. I'm planning on booking a ticket to go to Oakland, stay there for a few days, go to the Mexican consulate on Folsom Street in San Francisco. I know the area, so it's accessible for me, and so I'm gonna look into that. And also, while I'm in the United States, I'm gonna pick up things that I really can't get here, like shoes that fit and shirts that fit, and maybe some electronics. So that's my plan, and see how it goes. You never know how it does go. So, and let me check the comments here. We got everybody saying good morning, Glenn and Adam and Barbara and Greg. Good morning, guys. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I did have lunch yesterday after we went to immigration. My friend Louisa, she was such a helpful friend yesterday. Even though the one agent did speak English, she helped me navigate it, going through the process, getting in there and talking with them. And she drove me over to the immigration office as well. So we went and had lunch at this place. I went there a couple of months ago. It was just a coffee shop. It was Cafe de Sol. And it was just a local coffee beans, and it's pretty good coffee, but they've now opened up to like a eatery, and I had the chilaquiles, the nachos, pollo and salsa and Oaxaca cheese. It was yummy, and we were so hungry at that point. It was like 1:30, and we were so hungry we hadn't eaten all day yet. So we just started scarfing it down, and I didn't even get a chance to take any pictures of it. So sorry. Oh, well. But as you can see on the pinned post, that's my Facebook group that I've created for here in Merida, and it's Merida Restaurant Reviews. So it gives honest reviews of the restaurants and different places to eat here. Uh, I went. I was part of another group that talked about food and restaurants here, and they one of them was a pizza place because I'm still looking for a good pizza here, and I've not been able to find it. So, but I looked at this one post that they had, and it was a pizza place, and I said, their brain fart, their calzones were great. They were off a good taste. It was fresh ingredients, and it was really good. It was baked perfectly in golden brown, and yeah. So I said, their calzones are fantastic, but their pizza is eh. That's all I put. And the comment was removed because the administrator of the page only wanted positive comments. So I'm thinking, well, that's not really a good review thing for a restaurant, especially even the manager. They'll want to know if their product is good or bad, or somebody has comments about it. So I created this other page, Facebook page, and it's going pretty well. It's in just a couple of weeks, I have like 300 people already joined it. So it's doing well. Other people are posting their restaurant reviews, and yeah. So so if you like, you're more than welcome to join it and see what people are saying about the restaurants out here in Mexico. Just on that, or in Merida, and that one place that Restaurant Guru has shows that it has 8,000 over 8,000 restaurants here in Merida alone, and it doesn't even count the street vendors. So, yeah. Good morning, Dana. Hola, James. Hello, all. Good to see you, Dana. Chela, cello, chica. Good to see you. Welcome. And so, yeah, today, a friend of mine, she wanted to go to try out that one place, Chilaquil. And that's one of my favorite places to go to. It's just like a block down the street. And the food that they have there is fantastic. I had the enchiladas before. In fact, I did a video review of them. I did the 4 enchiladas with the different 4 sauces they had, and they were all good. So one of them, it has from mild all the way up to the habanero sauce. Yummy. So, and good morning, Jessica. Good to see you. Let me make sure do all the things I need to do here. All right. Take it. Stop it. Do it later. Sorry, Jessica, you don't have a wrench yet, but I can't give you one yet. So I'm trying. But my thing is not working here. Will it work? Now it works. Okay. So yeah, if you guys want, definitely drop your links in if you'd like, and share with everybody. So yeah, that is the news for today, and yeah, I'm gonna head out here shortly to go to breakfast. Probably try those enchiladas again. The chicken enchiladas are yummy. So yeah. Um, yeah, it's beautiful weather outside. It's going to be 91 today. Not too hot. They are talking about, October is the rainy season, the start of it. And they already have had 220 centimeters, that's how they go by, of rain in September, which is already a lot comparable to last year. And they're saying, that with the October rains that are coming, and it's set up into the Gulf of Mexico right now, so it's kind of stagnant right there. But as soon as it does come down, they're talking about Merida may have some possible flooding from last year. So they had issues in the north part of Merida and other places that they get a lot of rain and have standing water. Luckily, before I moved into this place, I traveled over here right after a big storm that we had, and looked at the roads, and it was it was wet, but it was no standing water here in my place. So I'm good. So yeah. And so yeah, let's see the comments here. It's everybody's saying hello, and Jessica's good. Yeah, drop your links. And, oh, that's how they drive out here. Oops, I said hello. Had to run outside. No problem. No problem. Good morning, everybody. So yeah, I'm going to end the show here shortly. It's getting to be the top of the hour, and I like to have just a quick, short show. Tell what the immediate news is of Merida, and yeah, and so please like, comment, subscribe, and share if you dare, and send this out to others that may be interested in Merida, Mexico. I mean, it's a great place to live. I saw one post. Somebody said the secret to life or a secret to a happy life is always having a vacation booked. I'd say the secret to a happy life is living permanently on vacation, and this place is perfect. So, everybody have a fantastic day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.